the reorg, we talk about the move, but there's several other things I want to talk about, mainly directly to our controllers. There's yikes. We put out the controller workforce plan, congressional requirement. And again, I won't speak for prior administrators. I can tell you last year, I didn't read it. And I've since gone back and read about 20 years worth of them, and they look exactly the same. It's essentially the same document with new numbers and new pictures. The pictures do change, but literally the page numbers don't change. The verbiage doesn't change, but the data changes. And that was the same case for the 2025 workforce plan, because I onboarded, and I think it was like 3 weeks later we had to submit it or we were going to get fined. So it just sort of got rubber stamped and sent through. But I did subsequently read it, and I couldn't understand it. So we tried to rewrite the 2026 workforce plan to be transparent with everybody. Like, here's what we see that works, here's what we see that doesn't work. I had the benefit of the fact that Congress was so tired of hearing, the financial management part of FAA say, well, here's how many controllers we need. And then NAPCA saying, no, we need a lot more controllers. And each side had their own model, and the two weren't even close, and we couldn't reconcile them. So Congress said, we're so tired of hearing you guys argue about this. We're going to mandate that the National Academy of Science assign a team to come in and essentially build the new model. They want the real answer. I don't want to hear it from either one of you. What's the real answer? And that was great for me. I didn't ask for that, but I got it. I got a National Academy of Science research report. And then we inculcated all of that, all their recommendations into the model, and we get the new model, right? And of course, the takeaway from that, you've probably read, is the administrator has reduced headcount by 2,000 controllers. Wow, 2,000 controllers. That's not exactly right. So the old NACA model said we should have 14,600 controllers, and the new Academy of Science model says we should have 12,600 controllers. Now, I can do math. That is a difference of 2,000 controllers. And the Academy of Science model is 2,000 lower than the NACA model. But in actuality, at the time, we only had 10,900 controllers hired, which is still lower than both of those numbers, which explains why we hired 2,000 new controllers last year, and our goal this year was 2,200 controllers, which we will exceed, and our goal for next year is 2,300 controllers next year, 22 this year. And that's all split, explained in the controller workforce plan. So the way I look at the data, I see we're still understaffed, and we need to hire more controllers, and we're actually hiring more controllers, not cutting controllers. So I think those distinctions matter. We agree we are shorthanded and we need more controllers, and we're hiring them as fast as we can, and we would like to onboard them and have greater levels of success getting them through training faster. So yeah, we're focused on our throughput rate, we're focused on our success rate. We'd like to elevate it from 25% to something above 25%. We'd like it to take less than 5 years to train a controller to fly an N90. So yeah, I think we can agree that we're shorthanded and we need more controllers, and we're hiring more controllers. And whether we call the number 12.6 or 14.6, we're not going to hit either of those numbers in the next 12 months. So I'm not sure what we're arguing about here, but I know that is an argument. So I just wanted to touch base on that. There's a second issue, which is a requirement that was put into the last reauth bill that offers a 2.8% retroactive pay increase for our controllers, provided that the administrator can obtain improvements in productivity and safety. And you'll see this in the controller workforce plan as well. Again, there's no hide the ball here. It's just, let's tell the truth. Let's be transparent. Our current controller productivity is 4 hours a day per shift. 4 hours time on position per shift on an 8-hour day. The goal is to get it to 5. Yep, we're going to try to get the increase in productivity to 5. It was 5 about 20 years ago. So we can do it. We're making the equipment better, not worse. So I think it's a reasonable goal, but that is the goal. So for folks who are wondering how are we going to get our 2.8%, we are trying to work with NACA to adjust the basic watch schedules to go from 4 hours a day of productivity to 5. It's just about that simple. And I hope we get that done quickly. I wish it were already done, but that's just full transparency. On the people side, we talked about the reorg, we talked about the move, but there's several other things I want to talk about.